Hello everyone, welcome to Druv Online Academy. In this 30-day revision series, we can revise some topics from the unit Teaching Aptitude. We can see learners' characteristics and teaching methods. It is important for a teacher to understand the learner's characteristics because this gives us an insight into the learner's strengths, their challenges, their tastes, their styles and preferences. So with this understanding, we can modify our teaching style and make the teaching learning process more effective. So some of these characteristics have a direct impact on their learning and some do not. So when it comes to learners' characteristics, adolescents and adults are completely different. They have different styles, they have different approach towards learning. Adolescents generally they are curious in nature. They question everything, they demand evidence, they try to explore and experiment and learn through that exploration and experiments. When it comes to teaching methods, they seek a variety of methods. But adults, they prefer simple, straightforward teaching methods and they want to integrate the learning in day-to-day life experience. They are actively seeking some solution for an existing problem through learning and they are self-motivated and outcome-oriented. We will see some major categories of learners' characteristics. It is not just limited to these 5, but majorly these are the 5 categories. So personal characteristics deal with the demographic information like age, gender, family background, socioeconomic status. Cognitive characteristic that deals with the thought process of an individual, how a person thinks, how a learner will perceive the world around him or her, how do they make decisions. All these come under cognitive characteristics. Psychological characteristics deal with the personality traits, emotions, feeling aspect and temperament of the learner. Academic characteristics involve the style of learning, the strength of the learner if they have any prior accomplishment or achievement in academics, and their academic self-concept. Social characteristics involve how they relate with another person, the relationship that they maintain with others in the society. So peer influence, peer relations, all these are characteristics which will influence the learning process, especially for adolescents. Now we'll see the teaching methods. Teaching methods are broadly classified into 2 categories, teacher-centered and student-centered. In teacher-centered method, the participation comes majorly from the teacher's side, and in student-centered, the involvement and participation comes from the learner's side. So all the methods mentioned here in this slide in category A are teacher-centered methods. The methods mentioned in category B are learner-centered methods, where they actively seek knowledge through their experiences. Now we'll see some of the previous year questions in these 2 topics. The first question, which among the following is a non-cognitive characteristic of learner? Okay, so cognitive characteristics are related to thought process. And examples for that could be span of attention, memory, recall, recognition, how we solve problems, how we make decisions, etc. So here we can look at the options. Recall, option B, problem solving, C, identifying important sensory inputs, and D, believing what is true. Clearly, options A, B and C are cognitive characteristics, whereas the question is about non-cognitive characteristic, meaning which is not a cognitive characteristic in the given options. So option D is a non-cognitive characteristic. Option D is the right answer for this question. Next question, which of the following is a social characteristic of a learner? Option A, power of sensory perception, B, thinking ability, option C, power of synthetic imagination. Option D, ability to relate oneself with others. So ability to relate oneself is the social aspect. So D is the right answer. Other 3 options A, B and C are cognitive characteristics. Now we'll move to the third question. Which of the following learner characteristics is highly related to effectiveness of teaching? A, prior experience, B, educational status of the parents, C, peer groups and D, family size. Okay, so here in the question they have blended two topics. One is learner characteristic and the other one is effectiveness of teaching. So teaching effectiveness is measured on the basis of how far the learning outcomes are achieved. So effectiveness of learning is directly proportional to effectiveness of teaching. So for a learner to effectively learn, the educational status of parents or peer groups or family size do not contribute as much as the learner's prior experience does. So option A is the right answer for this question. Next question, this is about teaching methods. Assignment method of teaching is a combination of which of the following? Okay, assignment method is where the learner actively participates in learning and they learn through their own experience without any effort from the teacher's side. If we look at the options, lecture method, field visit method, lecture cum demo, laboratory method, project and lecture method, heuristic and problem solving method. All the options A, B and C involve some kind of participation of the teacher. But option D is where the learner himself or herself learns by step-by-step approach, by trial and error method and know how to solve a problem. Learning happens through their own experience without much of an effort from the teacher's side. Okay, so option D is the right answer. In the spectrum of teaching methods, which of the following will be called dialogic? Okay, dialogic means there is a verbal exchange between teacher and learner. There is a verbal interaction between teacher and learner. Lab work, demonstration, tutorials, group discussions and project work. In answer codes, they have given combination of these options. Okay, so lab work, demonstration and project work do not offer that much of a scope for verbal interaction to happen between teacher and learner. Whereas tutorials and group discussions, these are the teaching methods where teacher and learner get equal chances to get involved in it and interact with each other and thereby contribute to the teaching learning process effectively. So tutorials and group discussions. C and D is the right option for this question. In this answer code, A is the right answer for the question. That's for today. Hope you found this video helpful. Please do share the video with other NET aspirants and stay tuned to our channel, subscribe to our channel and watch the rest of the videos in this 30-day revision series. Thank you.